In this tutorial, we will learn about the data types in Python, and if you are confused by the Python data types, why does it matter and how do you even tell them apart? Okay, if you are learning Python and tired of guessing, this is the clarity you have been waiting for. And in Python, we have different types of data types, and we will see one by one with different categorization. So first of all, what is data type? What is data type? Data type is nothing but to allocate the sufficient amount of memory space in the main memory for storing the inputs or literals. In Python, we have different type of data types. We can see one by one. That is fundamental category data type, fundamental category data type, and the sequential category data type, sequential category data type. Number 3 is list category data type. Number 4 is dict category data type. Sorry, list set. Number 4 is set category data type. Number 5 is dict category data type. Number 6 is none type, none. Okay, these are the different classification, and each one we have different data types. Again, under fundamental category data type we have int, float, bool, and complex. These are the data types which comes under the fundamental category data type. That is, it will store only one value, that is integer. For example, you can say int is equal to a is equal to 10. It will store only one value, and b is equal to 2. That is also one value. So for example, I am giving, it will store only the single values and integer type of values. And float data type, it will store only the single value, that is with the decimal point notation. And boolean, true or false, either true or false values it will store. Complex numbers, we can say complex, so it will be like real and imaginary parts will comes under the complex numbers. Okay, that is how we want to work with. We'll see in detail in the upcoming sessions. And the sequential data type, we can say str, bytes, byte array, then range. These are the sequential category data type which comes under string. It will store the series of characters or sequence of characters. And bytes, it will only the related to bytes. And byte array, it comes under the bits of memory, so which will computers utilize. Range will comes under the within the certain range we can specify. Under list, we can say we have two different data types, that is list, not this list, list. Okay, and list and tuple we have. So these are the data types which comes under the list category data type. And fourth one is set category data type. Under this we have set, not sequential, set category data type, and frozen set, not a dict, frozen set. These are the two data types which comes under the set category data type. And fifth one is the dict category data type, that will have only one, that is dict. Okay, dictionary type, we will discuss it further. And last one is the none type. So none type is nothing but it is nothing else, it is none only. So we will see further upcoming sessions what is it exactly. So that is none type. These are the different classification of data types in Python. Each one have their own uses, and in real scenarios we will see one by one with example ones. So this one, right, we have we will go through one by one fundamental category data type, along with what are the different data types comes under the. Okay, so we'll go through one by one. First one is integer. What is that integer data type? Int data type. Okay, we'll discuss about the int data type. So what is int data type here? So integer data type, it is one of the predefined class. Okay, it is one of the predefined class which comes under the fundamental category. The purpose of int is to store the integer data or whole numbers or integral numbers without decimal values. That means we have to store, it will only store the integer data, that is decimal numbers. Decimal numbers, you know, decimal numbers which comes under 0 to 9. These are the decimals. All, what is the total? 0 to 9, that is total is 10. Okay, total is 10, and we can say total is 10, we can say base 10 literals. Okay, base 10 literals, that we will discuss it in if you are going with the integer data type, there are multiple conversion types will comes under integer data type, that is base conversions, that we will see in upcoming sessions. And so we can say by using the integer data type we can also store different type of number system values in Python programming languages or any other languages also we have using this. Okay, we have four different types of number system, four different number system if you are using a integer. One is decimal number system, second one is decimal number system, second one is a binary number system, third one is octal number system, fourth one is hexadecimal number system. Hexadecimal number system, these are the four different type of data which will comes under the integer data type. Okay, so the each of one we will discuss now. So decimals, what we discussed now, so this is the decimal number, so 0 to 9 comes under the decimal numbers. Okay, so decimals 0 to 9 are the decimals, total is 10. So we can say the base digits, or else we can write completely decimals. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. How many is there total? Total 10 decimals, you know. Okay, 10 decimals, all base 10 literals are called decimals or decimal number system. All base 10 literals are called decimal number system. Okay, then we'll move further to the binary number system. What is binary number system? Binary, okay, that is only ones and zeros, or zeros and ones, anything is fine. Okay, what is total? Total is 2. Okay, we can say 0 and 1, total was 2, right? So now we can say all base 2 literals are called binary number system or binary number system. Okay, in Python if you want to store binary number system, you need to use the 0b or 0 capital B. In Python if you are trying to use binary number system, you need to specify 0b small b or 0 capital B. This is the, it will preceding with the 0b or capital 0b. So we can say, for example, variable is equal to 0b binary data or where is equal to 0 capital B binary data, 0 capital B binary data. This is how we want to specify the data type for the binary format. Okay, for example, I'll give one example. A is equal to 0B 100 do not use 2. Again there is a error will come, only ones and zeros. Okay, this is the simple example for that. And if you consider this decimal point notation, you can directly use either 10 b is equal to 20. This is the default number system in the Python programming or any other programming languages to use the day-to-day operations. And this is the computers or OS systems they can use in performing any developing any operating systems and all. And octal number system will move to further, that is octal number system. In octal number system we can say, in octal we have 0 to 7, 0 to 7, so that comes under 8. Total was 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You can count what is the total count is 8. Okay, total count is 8 and base is 8. Base is 8. All base 8 literals are called octal number system or octal data number system or octal data. Okay, so if you want to store the octal number system octal data, so you need to specify the 0x, sorry 0 O, not X, 0 O or 0 capital O. This is how you want to specify the octal number system. For example, we can say, okay, we can say for example octal number system, how we can store or we can specify the syntax first, and we will move to where is equal to 0. So if there is any space and 0 O, you can specify or capital 0 O, I mean 0 capital O. This is the simple one which is octal number system specification example. And we can say we will move it to further. So syntax is equal to where name and all. So 0 O or data. So this is the octal data we can specify, I mean, or else 0 O octal data we can say. So is there any typos, you can keep in mind that you can correct it. Where is equal to or where is equal to 0 capital O, 0 or this is small o and this is capital O octal data. Okay, if all okay, so this is how you want to store this. And for example we can say directly you can go, for example I can give you one example. A is equal to 0 O or till 7 you can specify. Okay, 0 3 0 O 3, that is the octal number system. Don't specify up 8. So we have seen that 0 to 7 only the octal number system will have, only for that we can use this. So do not miss this classes, otherwise you will not be understanding the complete concept of what the number system and what is the data types and all. So this is a bit more clarity and beginner friendly guidance I am giving. And the next one is the hexadecimal number system. Hexadecimal number system used in the development of OSS and all. So what is that is the main purpose, and here there is completely different in hexadecimal number system. Hexadecimals, that means it will comes under, you know, 0 to 7, I mean 0 to 9, not 7, and capital A to capital F. Okay, that is the hexadecimal number system. And if you count 0 to 9 is 10 and A to F is 6, that is 16. Okay, if you want you can count it, and total was 16. All base, that means 16, right? Base was 16, base also 16, so you can count as all base 16 literals are called as hexadecimal number system. So when you are working with integer data type, this all will comes under a decimal number system, binary number system, octal and hexadecimal. And with the clean and beginner friendly guidance, I am giving all for all of the binary notations, and this one should explain in the coding wise as well. Once this is done, we will go through the coding wise. Okay, this is the number system which we'll have, and we'll move to further, that is what is the next data type, we can say float data type. Okay, so here I am taking the break and to float data type in Python. So here a float data type is one of the predefined class treated as a fundamental data type. Predefined class which is treated as a which comes under the fundamental data type, which will store the real constant values or floating point values with decimal places. Okay, to store real constant values or floating point values with real floating point values, or we can say decimal places. Okay, you know decimal places after a point. So for example, you can say we have age equal to variable is equal to 10. Okay, this is simple integer notation, and we can see the floating point value 10.4. So so 4 is the decimal places, that means it will store the real constant value. If you consider the CGPA marks, CGPA, and along with the percentage where they can calculate with real constant values, and along with the percentile also, etc, etc. These are the few examples for that. And it is also used for storing the scientific notation data. You know what is that scientific notation? Scientific notation data in programming languages generally we call it as a Montesa into 10 to the power of exponent. That means you can say Montesa into 10 to the power of 10 to the power of exponent. Okay, then how you can calculate this one, we'll see. Suppose if you have a number called 100 or 200. Okay, so how you can some, for example, I will give you age equal to 4, age equal to 4e2. This means age equal to 4 into 10 to the 4 into 10 square, 10 into 2 into 2. Okay, 10 into 2 into 2. Okay, that means when I say 10 into 2 into 2, 10 twos are, I mean it is not a power, it's not a, we can say only for this we can say start to 10 to the power of 2, that means 4 into 100, that is 400 we can say. Okay, this is how you need to calculate. If you can understand, we can go directly going with the terminal and I'll show you how it is working and enable the Python. So if you are not familiar with the terminal, you can go through whatever the operating system you are having, and this is mine is Mac, so by default it will come with the Python. So I'm going with directly, suppose I'm going with a is equal to, okay, come down little bit, a is equal to 4e. So I'm directly writing this, and you can able to check what exactly it is, and you can say print. I will tell you this what is print and how the data types will be printed. There are multiple ways to print with the message and the type of a. Okay, so what is the result will come now, you will see that float data type 400, what exactly I explained now. This is how the Python, this is the more advantage of the Python. So this is scientific notation data, it will work. So in general terms we can say a is equal to 10.2 or something. Okay, 10.2, b is equal to 11.3. so we can combine this both, you will see what is the difference here, and go to terminal. So a is equal to 10.2 and b is equal to what is that, what we are given 11.3. okay, 11.3, and combine both is equal to c is equal to a plus b. So here there is no type declaration, I mean data type we are not providing, we are directly assigning the variable to. Okay, okay, now you can print a c comma type of c. See 21.5, exactly what this is the floating point values and how you can work with the floating point values. So even if you store main advantage of this, you can specify any number of digits. Okay, 0.0000 something. So in general Python programming, other than Python programming languages, you will not store like this, and only for the Python you can store like this. I can say you can type print of a. So see, this is scientific notation data what they are providing. This is how you need to check with the scientific notation data. Even you go with the 0.000000, even if you provide any zeros it will store, but in other languages there is no advantage on this, only it will store the certain limitation is there, within that range only it will allow. See, since we are not providing any data there, so it is normally printing 0. Suppose if I have this one, so now you can try. See, this is how the Python will behave like that. Okay, this is the float data type, and next one is the, we have completed int, we have completed float, and bool type we can go with this. What is a bool data type? Go to discuss and bool data type. Okay, boolean, that means bool means boolean, not in the bool. Okay, don't confuse with the bool and boolean, and both are same only. Now boolean, it is also one of the predefined class. Okay, which will comes under the fundamental category type. It will only store the true or false values. It will only store true or false values. The in Python programming, true and false are called as a keywords, treated as a values of bool type, and these true and false are the reserved words, we cannot take it as a variable names. Okay, and here true consider as 1 and false consider as 0. Okay, in Python programming language, true consider as 1 and false consider as 0, that we will see in the practical examples in the terminal, then you will able to understand. Okay, bool is one of the predefined class, it will only store the true or false values. True consider as a 1 and false consider as 0. Okay, so move to terminal. I'll show you how it is working. And okay, now we clear this. Okay, now a is equal to capital true, b is equal to false. Okay, wait, false is wrong. Okay, clear this. A is equal to true, and that is also known to. B is equal to false. Is it correct? Wrong. Why? See that first. Okay, A is equal to true, B is equal to false. Now it will print. Okay, now you can print both of this A comma type of A. We'll discuss what is type here, and going forward now we'll see that what is A. It is true and bool type. Okay, even print for B also. What is it? It is B, false, bool type. Okay, this is the basic true false, and we can see by taking a true and false as a, see what is that now, name error. So true is not defined, because did you mean true? Because true false values will not be considered for assigning the variable. So I'll show you keywords, what are the reserved words available in the, if you see this here, you can see this true false. These are the reserved words, that is keywords, which will not be taken as a variable. It will come name error, true is not defined, did you mean true? Okay, so don't use that. Then we'll move to next one. What is that? So A is equal to true, I can say true, and B is equal to false. This is also error, and we are mismatching with the false one, false. Now the actual Python programming will start here. You can see what is the result. Print true plus false. What is the result here? It will come 1, because what I mentioned in the explanation, true is considered as 1 and false is considered as 0. Based on that, it is taking the result. So true is 1 and false is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay, you can go through this, don't miss till the end, and you will really wonder what is the Python. True, false plus true. So what is the answer? 2. So true plus false plus true. True, true. 1 plus 1, 2. False, 0. 2, that is 0. So here you can say one more thing. Print false by false, I can say. False by false. We are using these arithmetic operations here, and we can observe it. 0 division error it will come, because 0 by 0, what is that mean? 0 division error. So we cannot divide by 0. Say division by 0. 0 division error. We will not use that 0 by 0. So that is how the Boolean data type will work in Python. I hope this will help you, and I'm giving you the clear cut definitions and all. So go through it once and we can see. Next we'll move further. And one more thing, how you can check, suppose if it is int data type, right? How you can check if it is a predefined class or not? You can try help of int. We'll get the details. So this is how you want to learn the Python subject. So Python is a predefined class, and available methods you can see this here. Built-in class, subclass is bool, and methods defined here. And what we discussed in the Python int data type. See, bytes order, length, Even you see some of the string or shaped round seal. These are the methods which are available in the built-in predefined class, and if you want to quit you can just simply type q, so you will not be able to get any topic. You can go with this and you can try with the, suppose if it is a bool, we can say bool type. See, this is how you can check with what is it a predefined class or not, and you can go through this once. Now we'll move to boolean is over, and now we'll complex. So complex data type we can say. Okay, not complex, it is a complex. We'll find it complex. Okay, okay, it is correct only. Complex data type, it is also one of the predefined class under a fundamental category type. So it will store the complex values. So what is that mean by complex values? I'll tell you. A general notation for this complex values are a plus, you can say syntaxes. Okay, a plus bj or a minus bj, a plus bj or a minus bj. Here a is the real part of the complex number and b is the imaginary part of the complex number. So don't confuse with that. A is the real part and b is the imaginary part. Okay, it is only this real and imaginary part treated as a float type only. So this is real and imaginary. Okay, treated as float data type. So you want to understand this. Here a is real part of complex number, I can say. Here b is imaginary part of complex number. Okay, then we will move to object. So for examples for this and syntax we have given, and we will go with the example. So in the example we can say a is equal to 2 plus 3j. So what is real and imaginary part here? In the real part it will come into the 2 and imaginary part it will come to the 3j. So now you can try to print via the terminal command line interface. We will practice this, we'll see and how it is executing. So you can clear this. So a is equal to 2 plus 3j. Okay, now print a comma type of a. So you will get the details with what is the type of a and with the details what we have given, what we are passing here. See, it is a complex data type 2 plus 3j. Now one more thing we need to say. So even if you try to give 3 minus 4j, okay, print, okay, we are a only, right? Finish directly. See, complex number, even if you try with the minus 1 minus also no it an issue, but it is only thing is you have to understand what properly. So minus 3 minus 4. Now we have completed this one, right? Now the real problem is here. You can see 2.5 plus 4.5j. Now you can try to print what is exactly. See, 2.5 plus 4.j, it is a floating point value, and here what we have taken integer value, only integer we have considered, and here we have taken the, we are taking the floating point values. Okay, this is the real complexity complex values. And we can say, suppose if you consider the 0 also, a is equal to 0 minus 3j. Okay, you print that one minus 3j. 0 it is not considered. Okay, so even if you are not consider, even if you are trying a is equal to minus 3j, you can give directly, it will come as minus 3j, minus 0 minus 3j, because real part is considered and imaginary part also considered, but when we mention that 0, it is not considered. So this is how you need to work with the complex data type. Okay. Okay, we have gone through the complete fundamentals data types and what is a fundamental data type, and we have discussed about the int data type, float data type, bool data type, and complex data type. Now we'll move further to the sequential data type that we'll discuss in the next session. Right now it is up to this. I hope you guys are clear. If you have any questions, and if what if I missed anything, and you can leave a comment, so to keep the discussion going, and if any you can share your experiences and all. So this is the clear categorization of fundamental or sequential or list or set or dict will none along with. So 6 categories, all we discuss in a proper way with the zero knowledge. Okay, I'm giving you the clue. With zero knowledge you will get it complete beginner to expert level in this way, but